Welcome to the latest deep dive into a story shaking up the internet. Elon Musk, the billionaire brain behind Tesla, SpaceX, and X, was reportedly kicked off The Late Show with Stephen Colbert after a heated confrontation that spiraled out of control. This wasn't your typical late-night jab over politics or tech. It was raw, personal, and ended abruptly. The segment cut mid-show. So what happened? According to rumors, Musk gloated about firing whistleblowers who exposed safety concerns tied to his controversial government initiative, the Department of Government Efficiency, also known as DOGE. The project, backed by Trump and co-led by Vivek Ramaswamy, has been making waves with deep budget cuts and a brutal efficiency agenda. Why did this clash explode? And what does it reveal about these two larger-than-life figures? Buckle up. This one's wild. Let's start with the headline lighting up the internet. Elon Musk booted from The Late Show after an explosive showdown with Stephen Colbert. No official footage has surfaced. CBS isn't commenting. Colbert's team is silent. And Musk, usually a tweet storm in human form, hasn't said a word on X. That silence alone is shocking for someone who thrives on public drama. But the internet? It's buzzing. X posts from alleged audience members and supposed insiders are painting a chaotic scene. One claimed Musk boasted about crushing leakers, prompting Colbert to cut straight to commercial. Another described it as total chaos and said Musk was escorted off set almost immediately. While there's no video to confirm, the breadcrumbs are there. Let's rewind and break it down. Years ago, Elon Musk appeared on The Late Show as a celebrated innovator. Tesla was booming, SpaceX was launching dreams, and Colbert treated him like a rock star. They joked about Musk being a superhero or a supervillain, all in good fun. Fast forward to today, and that energy is gone. Musk is now a polarizing force, running X, aligning with Donald Trump and leading DOGE, a project known for gutting federal departments with surgical precision. Meanwhile, Colbert has turned Musk into a recurring punchline, using his monologues to take aim at Musk's politics, business moves, and eccentricities. He's mocked Musk's role in DOGE, calling him an unelected donor running a kill squad. In one particularly sharp bit, he even read a poem branding Musk super dumb and uber douchey, timed as Tesla stock took a hit amid public backlash. This isn't satire, it's a full-scale roast. So what caused the rift? Musk isn't just a CEO anymore. He's invested millions into Trump's campaign, taken on an unofficial role reshaping federal systems, and transformed X into a hub of controversy. Meanwhile, DOGE has laid off thousands, slashed budgets, and triggered major safety concerns, from understaffed nuclear sites to neglected infrastructure. Some whistleblowers were rehired only after public outcry, and Colbert has made sure none of it escapes the spotlight. He's hammered Musk on air, calling DOGE a disaster dressed up as reform. Musk, for his part, hasn't backed down. On X, he's labeled whistleblowers traitors to progress, and framed DOGE as a bold, necessary fix to a bloated system. So, when these two finally came face to face again, the outcome was almost inevitable. Now picture it, a live taping, the cameras rolling, and two titans with no love lost between them. The taping begins. Elon Musk strides onto the set of The Late Show, maybe to defend DOGE, maybe to plug Tesla's latest. The audience is split. Half erupt in cheers for the tech icon, half watch warily, mindful of his Trump ties. Colbert starts with charm, his trademark smile in place, but he's armed and ready. He dives in fast. DOGE, the mass layoffs, the chaotic rehiring. Elon, he might have said, you cut thousands of jobs, left critical systems exposed. How's that? Working out? Musk doesn't flinch. We're saving billions, the waste had to go. So far, standard late-night sparring, sharp, pointed, but under control. Then it shifts. Colbert zeroes in on the whistleblowers, federal workers who leaked what DOGE's cuts really did. Nuclear safety, emergency systems, infrastructure. These weren't faceless bureaucrats, Colbert says. These were the people who warned us, reactors understaffed, bridges unchecked. Real risks. Some were rehired after public outcry. And then comes the kill shot. What about the whistleblowers? Colbert asks. You fired them too, didn't you? The crowd leans in. Musk is cornered, and then, according to alleged audience members, Musk leans in. Yeah, I fired them, he may have said. They broke trust, leaked lies, good riddance, or worse. Whistleblowers, crybabies, we're better off without them. Picture it, the smirk, the dismissive tone, the same edge he's used on X to mock critics. For Musk, it's a flex. Doge is his vision. Crushing dissent, just part of the job. Gasps. Boos. Colbert's expression hardens. This isn't policy anymore. It's personal. You're bragging about silencing people who tried to protect the public? Colbert shoots back, no jokes, no smile. Musk shrugs. The risks were overstated. Doge is the future. Tension spikes. The crowd murmurs. Some cheer Musk, others hiss. Colbert doesn't laugh it off, doesn't pivot. He stares Musk down, voice cold. That's enough, we're done. He signals the crew. Cut to commercial. No. Handshake. No, thanks for coming. Just a hard stop. Musk isn't dragged out, but he's told to go. The set fades to black. The audience is stunned. Why would Colbert snap like that? He's hosted senators, CEOs, even Trump allies, and kept the show moving. Kicking someone off? That's nearly unheard of. But this wasn't just business or politics. It was something deeper. For years, Colbert has built his brand on standing up for the powerless, calling out the powerful who trample them. Whistleblowers? They're his kind of heroes, risking everything to speak truth. Musk bragging about firing them, especially over safety. That's not a punchline, that's a betrayal. The Doge cuts didn't just trim fat, they hit bone. Nuclear oversight left hollow, emergency response gutted, then quietly patched after public backlash. And the people who raised alarms? Fired. Then Musk went on national TV and boasted about it. To Colbert, the Catholic father who's teared up on air over injustice. That's not a moment. It's a moral line crossed. Not on my show, he might have thought. Cut it. Dead. Musk, for his part, has made defiance his brand. On X, he champions efficiency over red tape. Leakers slow progress, he's posted. For him, firing whistleblowers isn't shame. It's victory, a purge of weakness. He might have walked out, expecting applause. Instead, he got boos. That disconnect? That's why this wasn't a debate. It was a detonation. Colbert saw arrogance. Musk saw strength. A collision was inevitable. Now the fallout is fierce. X is a war zone. Tribal lines drawn. Musk fans call Colbert soft, a snowflake who can't handle the truth. And Colbert loyalists? They say he did exactly what was needed. Draw a line when power goes too far. A viral post racks up thousands of likes. Elon exposed the deep state and Colbert crumbled. Critics fire back. Finally, someone stopped Musk's nonsense. Another tweet surges. Stephen said what we're all thinking. Musk's out of control. No middle ground, just chaos, a cultural flashpoint. Politically, it's a powder keg. Trump world hails Musk as a hero. After me, he's the future, one pundit says. Big donations, big influence. They'll frame this as liberal media bias. Colbert, just a lefty puppet, they'll claim. Meanwhile, critics of Doge's safety cuts feel vindicated. He's a danger, they say. Colbert proved it. No word yet from Musk. But if he unleashes an X-rant, expect lines like, Colbert's a coward. Doge is the fix. And then it'll all explode. Again, Tesla stock's already shaky, sales slumped, reports say it's down double digits. This drama won't help. For Colbert, though, it's a win. His base loves it. Ratings spike every time he roasts Musk. One Doge takedown pulled in millions of views. Booting Musk off set? That's red meat for progressives disillusioned with Musk's MAGA turn, but CBS might be sweating. Legal blowback? Social media backlash? Advertisers don't like controversy that turns radioactive. Still, Colbert's core won't flinch. To them, it's a moral stand. Step back. This isn't just a TV spat. It's a snapshot of deeper fractures, about power, accountability, and who gets to wield both. Musk's arc. Tech visionary turned Trump whisperer, Colbert's satirist with a spine. Did it unfold exactly like the leaks say? There's no official footage yet, just X posts and whispers, but the story tracks. Musk boasted about firing whistleblowers. Colbert couldn't stomach it. And that's what turned the moment nuclear, because this isn't about leaks. It's about silencing the people who tried to prevent disaster. Whistleblowers aren't random cogs. They're the ones who risked careers to say, this nuclear site isn't safe. This bridge might collapse. Doge's cuts weren't theoretical. Internal reports flagged real gaps. Others confirmed there were frantic patch jobs after the fact. Firing those people? That's news. Bragging about it on national TV? That's the spark. Colbert's no saint. He's a performer, a liberal with an agenda. But he's consistent. Years ago, he praised Edward Snowden, called him a patriot. He's roasted corporate cover-ups for decades. So when Musk gloats about punishing watchdogs who raised life-and-death alarms, that's not hypocrisy. That's coherence. His stage has limits, not on disagreement, but on celebrating harm. On Musk's end, he's not entirely wrong. Doge is a crusade to him. Bureaucracy's bloated, trillions wasted. Efficiency matters. His ex-posts frame this as a war. Cut the fat. Save the future. Firing leakers? Fits the playbook. Loyalty over leaks. The problem? He completely misread the room. Gloating on a national stage and in front of a hostile host isn't strategy. It's ego, and it cost him. What's next? If video leaks, mayhem.x will erupt. Musk loyalists versus Colbert defenders. Memes. Hashtags. Rage. Trump might even jump in. Praise Musk. Bash CBS. Progressives will circle up. See? He's unhinged. Tesla investors will grow more nervous. Sales and scandals don't mix. Colbert's show may take some heat. Boycotts. Storm campaigns from Musk's ex-army. But his base won't budge. They see this as integrity in action. Zoom out. This is bigger than a single taping. Musk's influence has ballooned. Doge, Trump's ear. He's not just a CEO anymore. He's a player reshaping government. Unelected. Unapologetic. Colbert? He's a gatekeeper. For millions, he's late night's moral compass. When Musk gloated, Colbert didn't just end the interview. He drew a line. Power's fine, but not like this. A modern parable. Tech versus conscience. Disruption versus duty. No footage yet, so a healthy dose of skepticism is fair. Posts might be hype. Eyewitnesses exaggerate. Rumors morph in real time. But the context checks out. Musk's Doge drama. Colbert's known outrage. Their clashing histories. If it's real, it's not just about who's right. It's about who blinked. Musk pushed. Colbert pushed back harder. The result? A cut to black. And a story that feels like it's just getting started. Final take. Did Elon Musk really get kicked off The Late Show for bragging about firing whistleblowers? The buzz says yes. Posts. Leaks. The stakes. They all line up. 2. Titans collided. Musk. The disruptor who thrives on control. Colbert. The voice that won't co-sign what he sees as reckless. If this happened as claimed, it's bigger than a spat. It's a mirror of the moment we're living in. Power, shifting, lines blurring, no one backing down. Stay tuned. This is far from over. In the end, whether Elon Musk was definitively kicked off The Late Show or whether the details are blurred by viral noise, the firestorm reveals something undeniable. We're living in a moment where spectacle and substance are colliding harder than ever. On one side is Musk, the billionaire visionary who's not just building cars and rockets, but reshaping the very mechanics of government through Doge, his efficiency crusade. He's not elected, yet he's steering federal functions. He's not quiet, yet he often silences dissent. For his supporters, he's the necessary disruptor, ruthless, brilliant, and unafraid to take a wrecking ball to bloated systems. For critics, he's a dangerous ideologue, a man too powerful, too unchecked, and too cavalier with lives and livelihoods. On the other side stands Colbert, a late-night host, yes, but also a cultural gatekeeper. For years, he's mixed comedy with conviction, using his stage to challenge power with a smirk and a spotlight. He's mocked presidents, challenged policies, and celebrated whistleblowers as truth-tellers. If what happened is true, his choice to cut the show was a moral one, not a ratings stunt. It wasn't about silencing debate. It was about refusing to give a platform to what he saw as the glorification of harm, and that's the crux. This isn't just about Musk being Musk or Colbert being Colbert. It's about the lines we draw, as creators, audiences, and citizens, between disagreement and danger, between free speech and moral boundaries. The rumored clash on The Late Show wasn't some isolated TV drama. It struck a nerve because it encapsulates a larger tension. The battle between power and accountability, between bold reform and reckless disruption. Doge isn't just a program with budget cuts. It's a real-world experiment with very real consequences. The people raising alarms, whistleblowers, inspectors, safety officials, aren't political props. They're often the last barrier between negligence and catastrophe. So when someone with Musk's reach brags, even hypothetically, about firing them, and when a host like Colbert reacts not with a joke, but with a hard stop, it resonates. This moment, real or not in every detail, mirrors where we are as a culture, fractured, loud, tribal, but also watching closely. We may not agree on much, but we're paying attention, and that might be the takeaway. Whether you're cheering Musk or siding with Colbert, the stakes are no longer theoretical. They're on the ground, in the policies, in the jobs lost, in the bridges uninspected, and the reactors understaffed. Musk may still tweet. Colbert may never speak of it again. The footage might drop or vanish forever. But the story? It's already alive, in headlines, hashtags, and hallway arguments. This wasn't just a late-night clash. It was a line drawn in real time. And it's a reminder. In the age of noise, the silence that follows can be the loudest statement of all.